The League of Legends World Championship is the biggest LoL event of the year, where all regions come together to crown a world champion. Every year, a meta develops at the tournament, and some champions become highly contested because they provide an insane amount of value and they become an answer to enable a certain playstyle or an answer to counter a certain playstyle. In this year's World Championship, Xayah has been the most contested pick throughout the entire Swiss stage, and when this video is out, 2 quarterfinals would have been played, but there will be no spoilers in this video. At 89 games contested so far, where she's either picked or banned, that makes her 98% contested so far at this year's World's main event. Maokai comes in at a close second with 93%, but he only has 14 wins and 12 losses. Hardly impressive when Xayah more than doubles that, with 30 wins and 11 losses, with some of her losses coming from really weak teams at the tournament. But why is that? What does she offer that other AD carries don't? It's not the first time that a champion has had an insane amount of presence at a world's main event. In Season 3, Zed was 100% pick or ban with 11 games played. In Season 4, Alistar 100% pick or ban with 5 games played. In Season 5, Gangplank 100% pick or ban, 4 games played. In Season 6, Nidalee 100% pick or ban with 11 games played. And then you have Kalista in Season 7 and Pantheon in Season 9, both 100% pick or ban, both 0 games played. Last year in Season 12 you had Aatrox 100% pick or ban with 22 games played. But even when it's not exactly 100% pick or ban and just in the high 90s, no champion has ever had the amount of games played as Xayah and maintained such a high win rate of 72% as of this video coming out. The closest one being Janna in Season 7 with 95% pick or ban and 31 wins and 13 losses for a 70% win rate. But that was the Ardent Censor meta, and was predicted coming into the tournament as one of the best enchanters in the game. But now, when the best teams are left in the knockout stage at Worlds, whenever Xayah slips through and is picked in Champion Select, she is expected to win. Let's talk about why. It's important to understand that Xayah is not in a great spot generally in solo queue. Worldwide, for Emerald Plus, she sits at a 47% win rate, and she is outperformed by a lot of AD carries. Even when you only filter for Masters Plus worldwide, she is only at 48%, so she is in a weaker state than most other AD carries when it comes to solo queue. But throughout the entire summer in pro play, she has been a highly contested pick in the LCK and LPL, and to some extent the LEC finals, and that is because of 2 reasons. She's pretty good into Xayah, which has been the premier AD carry for what feels like an entire year, despite nerfs to her many builds and even the champion itself.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Xayah is pretty good versus her in lane, as both are fairly weak early game, but Xayah is no doubt the better pick for the laning phase. She has way better gank setup and it can be played both aggressively and defensively. She's able to keep up with Xayah and out-pressure her in most team comps, and whenever Xayah goes the lethality build, Xayah is able to outscale her with crit. On top of that, Xayah also deals a substantial amount of damage with her feathers and not just her auto attacks like a traditional AD carry like Caitlyn or Jinx. She is hard to dive on top of because of her ultimate and feathers being everywhere, so teams will get rooted and basically one-shot by her team if they decide to dive when she is positioned well. When you look at Xayah in combination with the jungle meta at Worlds, where it's basically only divers and team fighters like Jarvan, Vi, Maokai, Sejuani, Rell, etc., she becomes the perfect AD carry to play, even though she's technically not that strong of a champion in solo queue. Even more so when the top lane meta basically matches the jungle meta, where you have Aatrox, Renekton and K'Sante wanting to dive everyone in teamfights, just like Jarvan and company. The only other AD carry that provides this level of safety is Ezreal, but he does not come close to this level of usefulness in the early game and in teamfights, as he lacks the tools, even though he can match the damage output. I would not be surprised if Xayah is able to reach 80% win rate while still being the most contested champion at Worlds. Now that only good teams are left in the tournament, she has the opportunity here to become the most dominant pick of World's history. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think of this year's World's main event in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.